All right, Blaze, how have your warm-ups been going? Make sure you're doing those cars every single day. Check out your full range of motion in your body from top to bottom. Jaylen and I are going to hit up our morning routine. Remember, you can squeeze it in parts. You can ram out the whole thing. If somebody interrupts you, you can always get right back to it. Let's start with the cervical spine. Back air into your lower abdomen, radiate through your arms and back, and lower chin to chest. Slowly curl down one vertebra at a time and rotate to the right. Scrape your chin along your collarbone. Look over your right shoulder. Start a back bend from the bottom to the top. Imagine you're pouring out the contents of your right ear on the floor. Sweep chin from right to left. Empty out the contents of your left ear on the floor. Chin down towards the collarbone and sweep it all the way from right to left. Imagine you're moving one vertebra at a time. Drop your ear towards your right heel and rotate the first vertebra, catch the second, the third, fourth, 5, 6, and 7. Look over your shoulder, bring chin to chest. When you get back to the center, switch directions, go left. And it's okay when you first start doing these rotations if you can't feel that control we're talking about. Over time, the more you practice, the more you'll gain control of the movement of every single joint in your body, in particular your spine. 2 full rotations to the right and 2 full rotations to the left. Remember, we're always avoiding any closing angle joint pain. So if you bend to the side and it hurts on the closed side, just come up and around that so you don't feel that anymore. Cross your arms over your chest. Let's take it to the thoracic, lower your chin, curl and round your spine down. Make sure you feel this in the upper middle back, not the lower spine, and rotate right. Just like you're doing half moon, flex to the right. Pull your right shoulder down towards your right hip. Start at the bottom of your rib cage, press up through your chest, and keep the neck neutral. Sweep from right to left. Flex to the left. Rotate left. Round. Oh, protract your shoulders a little bit here so you can get a nice stretch. Rotate all the way around to the right. Flex right. Extend. Most yogis want to drop their head back here. Leave your neck out of it. Feel this in your upper and middle spine. Flex left, rotate left. Getting all those little muscles in the back to stretch. Switch directions, rotate left, flex left. If you need to go more slowly than we are, do it. Take your time with this. The only thing you don't want to do, rotate right and round to center. All the way around to the left is to go quickly. Think 1 mile an hour, flex, extend, bottom to the top, press your heart up. Good morning, come right in, no problem. It doesn't matter, you can come right in. It doesn't matter if your kids interrupt you while you're doing this, right? Roll up. You can always just keep doing it. Shoulder blades, hands on your sides, lock your elbows, lift your shoulders to the sky, and bring your shoulder blades forward and then down. Drag them back and lift them up. Instead of thinking about it as a box, can you make it a circle? Keep them up as you pull them forward. Keep them forward as you pull them down. Keep them down as you retract. And up. Switch directions, lock your elbows. Making sure you're doing this with your shoulder blades and not with your spine. So when the shoulder blades go back, the chest doesn't go out. Let's take that up a little higher. 45 degrees, make 2 fists. Here we go. It's up, forward, down, and back. Big circle, pinch the scaps together. You can do this at any range with your arms. Switch. And make sure that you're starting to vary that. So maybe tomorrow, you try this with the arms up, forward, or even out to the sides just a little bit. Shoulders, right side. Sweep your arm palm forward across your body. Adduct as far as you can. Bring your arm up by your ear and close if you have good range. Biceps with the ear, arm behind the ear. Internally rotate, twist, and reach. Reach behind you and keep internally rotating so that when you finish this one, your hand is by your side, thumb backward. Take it back as far as you can. And when you can't get any higher, begin to externally rotate. Again, if you have tenderness in your shoulders, you're going to go around that in your pain-free range. And the only person, again, that can determine your pain-free range is you. So you have to pay attention. Internally rotate, fight for a little more rotation and reach. Keep ribs together and down. So you're isolating this movement. Our goal here is to uncouple your joints so that your arm moves independently of your acromion and your shoulder blade. Other side. Come across your face. Bring the biceps close to your face, and if you have the range behind your ear, internally rotate, reach, and simply pay attention. As you execute this, notice what's easy for you, what's hard. Where do you feel like you have a little bit of work to do? The great part about these exercises is if you find one that's particularly hard, so for me, a lot of tenderness in the shoulders, I do these shoulder cars whenever I can think about it. Right? Throw the onions in the pan, rip off right side and then left side. When you're ready to level up, you can start to imagine that you're pressing your hand through air that just got 30% thicker. So you really have to pull, increasing the load on the joint. Elbows, palms forward, pull your hands up and rotate so your palms shine out over, flip, and press down. Elbows touching the body. It's not like a biceps curl. Palms up, lift up, flip, and press down. Keep the palms down and lift. If you have tenderness in your elbows, repeat this throughout the day. How many times? As many times as you can remember. I mean, how long did it take you to do this? 20 seconds? Easy peasy. We're going to do both wrists at the same time. If you struggle with this, keeping the wrist level, hold on to your hand. But for now, we'll go into flexion, point your fingers down, extension, and then bring it in, up, and out. Look down at your forearm and make sure it stays parallel to the ceiling. If you want to test yourself, put like a piece of gum or a cough drop on your forearm and don't let it drop on the floor. When you get back to the bottom, switch direction. Think you're carving your range. This is your range, your workspace that you have to move through the world. If you have some kind of like computery thing, make sure you do 2 reps in and 2 reps out with your thumbs, index, take each of your fingers. But for now, we're going to keep moving. Let's go down to the toes. Lift all your toes up in the air and spread them wide and lay them down on the ground. Leave your 4 toes down, pick just the big toe up. And if you can't do that without help, bend over, put your hands on your 4 toes, lift up biggie, big toe down. Again, big toe up, 4 toes down. Big toes down, 4 toes up. Press your big toe into the floor, lift the 4 other toes, 4 toes down. 4 toes up, 4 toes down. All toes up, piano keys, touch the pinkies, the ring toe, middle, the next one, and biggie. Try again, lift, and lay them down outside to inside. Extra credit, go the opposite direction. Big toe, second toe, third, fourth, fifth. I still don't have this one yet. Up, big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's get those hips. Bring your right leg up, across the midline of your body. Externally rotate your thigh and drag it open to the side. Keep your knee high, internally rotate, reach. Reach behind you. Sweep the leg. Knees together. Bend the knee, extend. Open to the side. Pull it all the way around. Externally rotate, drag it across your midline and down. Again, crossing up and open out to the side. If you struggle, we're trying to move just your leg and not the hip so much. So if you're struggling, you can start to do some physical blocking of your body. Back it out to the outside. I'll show you in the second set. And down. So go ahead, left side, across and up, open and out. Internally rotate, lift the heel high and reach it behind you. And if you find as you do this that you're swiveling and you're pivoting a lot, take it back in the other direction. Then you can actively block yourself. Place a block against your lower pelvis or your lower spine And then try to execute it the same way without dropping the block. It's going to keep you really honest in your cars. Because if you cheat and swivel, you'll lose the block right to the floor. You want to sit for knee cars or doing standing? Let's sit. We're going to take these actually on a chair today. Usually we do them on the ground, but we'll take a different seated version. You can look in the other videos if you'd like to try and see what it looks like seated. So just for the knees, hold on to your thigh. Keep the thigh parallel. Flex your ankle and turn your foot out to the right and extend, reach through your heel, and then rotate it in and drag it back. Making 100% sure as you make this big circle with your knee that you're moving for the lower leg and you're not, I think we're doing 3 here. Yeah, let's go in the other direction, and we're not moving the thigh at all. So the thigh wants to rotate, no way. Hold it still. In. That's it, out, and drag it back. Find that resistance, like the air just got thicker. I'm going to do my third. And switch sides. Lefty. And drag it in. So we'll take today 3 rotations out and 3 rotations in the reverse. You got a little bit of tenderness or swelling in your knee. This is a great way to start to reduce swelling. Our teacher, Dre, when he had ACL surgery, this is what he did in the bed as soon as he woke up from the drugs. Pain-free range right here. Let's go to the ankles. You want to go ahead and do it this way. So you can hold it up here like you're going to do wind removing pose. If you want to trap like we usually do on the floor, you can. Just trap the shin. But this position here in wind removing is a little easier if you can't quite get in there. Point your toes and make the slowest and biggest circle with your ankle you possibly can. We have the hands here on your actual tibia, so you can feel if the shin starts to rotate. We want shin rotation in the knee cars, but we don't in the ankle cars, 2 in the other direction. And if you ever done like a gentle yoga class where you warm up your joints and you do foot circles, these ain't those. These aren't your grandma's ankle circles. These are slow motion, baby. Slow motion for me. Slow motion. Slow as you can go. In fact, when you feel the part that's hard for you, go slower. And imagine you're scraping out the inside of a pumpkin. Try to get all those hairs off. You want it to catch fire when you put the candle in. Now, the one thing we haven't really done is the spine, so let's just go ahead and get hands and knees. And we'll take 2 quick sets of cat and cow, articulated, meaning we want to feel all the joints. So start from a neutral spine, curl your tail under, and slowly roll up 1 vertebra at a time. Press through your palms, tuck your chin, look at your belly, and switch. And this really helps if you do this with a friend. And so let me show you on Jalen. Go ahead, you can go into your back bend. Lock out the thoracic spine, head up into the back bend position, and then lift up here. Tuck the tail, bend here, and here, and here. And getting that feedback from somebody else really helps you to feel that sensation travel up the spine. Now lift your tail, back bend here, then here, and here, here, and here. Good morning. Here, you're totally fine to walk across the camera. Here. Bring it all the way up to the neck, laugh. It's a little bit different than you usually do your cat and cow in yoga, but try it and feel it. You're totally fine. Try it and feel it, see how it feels. Remember, you can sneak these in anywhere and you will always feel better. Improving communication between the body and the brain, reducing inflammation, reducing pain, and helping you to figure out really what you've got for an actual range. Get on them cars today.